For now, we'll pass it off to Barry and Liam for their takes on this year's NBA awards. Take it away, boys.
Good morning, KU Sports. My name is Barry Anderson, and I'm joined with my friend Liam Carson here. Today, we're going to do something new with our NBA segment. We're going to talk about our 2022-2023 NBA early predictions. And to kick off, we're going to start with our MVP. Liam, who do you think your most valuable player will be?
I'm going with forward for the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum. My reason is he's coming off an NBA Finals loss. He's coming into the season very hungry. They're already off to a fast start, and he's going to get it done. Barry, who do you have?
Tatum is a great pick, but I have LeBron James. I feel like he will assemble back in that 2020 flow. If he stays healthy, he'll average the 30 ball again like he did last year. And yes, that's what I just have for my MVP.
Yeah, LeBron's always in that conversation. All right, Defensive Player of the Year. I'm going with Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's won this award before. He's a defensive mastermind. That's why I'm going with him. Barry, who do you have?
I love the Giannis pick, but I have three-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. With him playing by that Twin Towers, Karl Anthony Towns, he'd be a phenomenal player. He'll complement him very well, and he'll do great.
Yeah, he is definitely always in that Defensive Player of the Year conversation. All right, Rookie of the Year. Who do you have for your pick?
I have Pistons forward Jaden Ivey. He resembles John Morant so much, and he brings that intensity. If you look back at him in college, he was great, and he just gave off the Jaw Flash vibes. He'll complement Cade Cunningham very well. Who do you have?
I have Paolo Banchero of the Orlando Magic. He's going to be on a very low Magic team. He's going to be the main scorer on that team. His points per game is going to be very high. That's why I think he's going to bring this award home.
All righty. For our Sixth Man of the Year, we kind of agreed on this.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole, nothing said. He should have won it last season, but that's all we have to say for our Sixth Man of the Year.
Yep. And Most Improved Player, who do you have?
I have Desmond Bane. He's a phenomenal player. Increased the Memphis Grizzlies shooting percentage last year. Great pickup, and he's a great scorer. Who do you have?
Yeah, I mean, he looks great. Both of these players, I have Anthony Edwards, but both of these players improved greatly throughout their team's playoffs runs. That's why I think both of these players can bring it home. But I think Anthony Edwards is going to, because that Timberwolves team is going to be up towards the top of the West.
I'm loving the picks, Liam. For our Coach of the Year, who do you have for your Coach of the Year?
I have Mike Malone, the coach of the Denver Nuggets. I think a full healthy Nuggets team is going to be the #1 seed in the West and make an NBA Finals run.
Who do I have for mine? Is Memphis Grizzlies head coach Taylor Jenkins. They did phenomenal in the playoffs last year, obviously playing against the Golden State Warriors. I feel like he will even improve them even more, have them finishing second in the West.
All right, and moving on to the NBA Finals. Like I said, Tatum and Brown, they're coming off an NBA Finals. They're going to run through NBA Finals loss, and they're going to run through the East. And a full healthy Nuggets squad is going to make it back to the NBA Finals. But ultimately, I have Tatum and Brown getting their first ring, winning against the Nuggets in 6 games.
So that's a great matchup right there. But who I have for mine is the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Miami Heat. Dating back to the 2020 run, I feel like this is going to be even better. Yeah. Now it's in front of the fans, and I feel like the Los Angeles Lakers will pick it up, and LeBron wins his 5th ring.
Alrighty.
Well, that wraps it up for us. Thank you for tuning in, GMKU Sports, and we'll send it back to the break.
Thank you for that update, Lauren. Good morning, KU Sports, and I'm joined by Noah Ginsberg and Liam Carson. And first, we're going to talk about Baylor versus Kansas recap. This is our 3rd episode of KU Hot Talking. Boys, what do you think about that Baylor and Kansas game? I know Jason Bean had around 4 touchdowns for the past 2 games, but I feel like his only 1 touchdown pass, 1 rushing touchdown, I feel like wasn't enough for this KU offense. What do you think, Liam?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think the team's really missing Jalen Daniels. I think he can be back this week. That's really going to help us out. I mean, losing 3 straight is never ideal, but I think they do have what it takes to get bowl eligible within the next couple of games.
Yeah, I think what really hurt us is we got away from the run very early due to us falling behind early 14-3 due to some turnovers and the run defense just being miserable. And seeing Devin Neal not rush to this average, we usually average almost like 200 yards per game, and we barely even got past like 60 yards that last game. So we had to establish the run and get the run defense going because we are not winning on the trenches right now.
You know what I think the key mistakes were? The 2 fumbles that set Baylor up in field position.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the fumbles killed him. Quentin Skinner, who had 2 fumbles, but he had a touchdown reception. I just feel like KU's not going to win any more games if they keep making those mistakes. Here's the real question, though. How many games do you think KU's going to win out? Do you think they're even going to win one more game to be eligible for a bowl game? What are your takes?
I feel like they can definitely win one more. 2 is definitely in the possibilities, but I think the main goal is just getting bowl eligible because of how bad they've been over the past couple of years. So getting bowl eligible is probably one of the biggest goals of this team, I can assume. But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, for watching this game, for this team, I should say, for the last 15 years, I would love to go bowl eligible, especially for my senior year. I think they can compete with anybody. It's just they got to make some adjustments. They got to improve the run defense because they've given up 250 yards, over 250 yards the last 2 games, and which has led to other teams just dominating the time of possession. They have got to make adjustments defensively. That means probably sacking 5 people on the line, some more disguise schemes. I mean, they have to make changes.
Right. The interceptions has to stop by being 2. But they just need to win one more game. And I know our history with Texas, we pulling off upsets and stuff, but who do you think our win is going to be against?
I mean, this year's Big 12 is pretty competitive all around. I mean, I feel like anyone can beat anyone on any given Saturday. I think we have a decent chance against Oklahoma State with that when them coming here. We haven't had a home game here in Lawrence for a couple weeks, and I feel like the fans are going to be pretty riled up to have a game back here. And, I mean, I guess we have a chance against Texas always. But, I mean, since they got Quinn Ewers back, he's been looking really good. But they also lost to Oklahoma State last weekend. So, I mean, out of all the games that we have left, I mean, I feel like any of them are a possibility of a win.
Good thing that KU has a bye week for this week. So what are things KU can work on, Noah?
They can definitely work on the run defense. They got to change up the scheme, I think, a little bit. It's been too predictable. It's been a very soft zone I see a lot. They have not stacked the line. I mean, they have got to make adjustments defensively for sure because they've given up, again, over 250 yards on the ground the last 2 games, which has led to teams just completely taking over the game early and taking time possession, which has left the offense on the sideline. So they got to find a way to slow other teams down defensively.
All right. Thank you, Noah and Liam. And we're going to send it off to break to get to our weather update. Thank you for tuning in to Good Morning KU Sports.